The $200 grocery system. For two. Every item. If you're feeding 2 people and the grocery bill keeps climbing, here's the number this whole video is built around. $50 a week. $200 a month for 2 adults. Every item listed and every price checked at Walmart and Aldi this July. Here's the first hard rule, and it's the one that makes the math work. You buy by unit price, not by package. The 10-pound bag of chicken leg quarters at about $1 a pound, the 5-pound bag of rice at $1.25, the 40-ounce jar of peanut butter. Now the honest part, up front, because most of these videos won't tell you. The government's own cheapest food plan, the USDA Thrifty Plan, budgets a couple your age around $500 a month. We are doing it for $200. That gap is real, and it costs you variety, not nutrition. So here's the deal for the next 12 minutes. The exact rules, the complete master list with every price, a full week of meals that proves it feeds you 21 times over, and then the honest $300 version for when you want more on the plate. Let's build the list. Quick ground rules on where these numbers come from, because trust is the whole point. Every price in this video was checked at Walmart and Aldi in July 2026, and every one is a realistic range, not a cherry-picked sale. Prices move by region and by week, so treat each number as a middle estimate. Yours might run a little higher in the Northeast, a little lower in the South. Now, who is this actually for? 2-person households on a fixed or tight budget, a retired couple, a pair of roommates, an empty nest where the grocery bill never shrank after the kids left. The system rests on 4 pillars you'll see over and over. Cheap, complete proteins, whole grains bought in bulk, the cheapest dense vegetables, and near zero waste. It is not glamorous. It is beans, rice, eggs, chicken, oats, and a rotation of the cheapest produce on the shelf. But it is complete, it is filling, and it hits your protein and your fiber every single day. We'll do it in 5 moves. The rules, the pantry list, the fresh list, a week of meals, and then the honest part, where this system breaks and what the $300 version fixes. Here's the system. Rule number 1. You shop by unit price, not by sticker price. This is the single habit that runs the entire system. The big jar, the big bag, the store brand, almost always cheaper per ounce, and the shelf tag tells you exactly that little price per unit number down in the corner. A 40-ounce jar of store brand peanut butter runs about $4.18. The small jar costs less at the register and nearly double per ounce. Buy the big one. Rule number 2. Protein rotation, not protein variety. You have 4 cheap, complete protein anchors, and you rotate them. Eggs, dried beans, chicken leg quarters, and peanut butter. Eggs are about $1.50 a dozen. Beans are $1.20 a pound bag and cook into 6 servings. Leg quarters are the cheapest meat in the store at roughly $1 a pound. That rotation alone covers every dinner and most lunches, and it keeps you from getting bored on a single food. Rule number 3. 1 store, 1 trip, 1 list. Every extra trip is an extra chance to buy something off list. An off list is where the budget dies. You walk in with this list, you buy this list, you walk out. No wandering the center aisles, no end cap deals you didn't plan for. 1 trip a week, the same short loop through produce, dairy, and the dry goods aisle. Follow those 3, and the master list does the rest. Speaking of which, number 1 on that list is the cheapest protein in the entire store, and it's where we start. The master list, part 1. The pantry. These are the buy once a month staples, and I'm giving you every item with its July price. Start with the grains. A 10-pound bag of long grain white rice, about $12. That's your base for the whole month. 2 42-ounce containers of old-fashioned oats, around $4 each, $8 total. That's breakfast for 30 days. 2 pounds of dry pasta at about $1 a pound. Next, the proteins that keep. Dried beans, Pinto, black, whatever's cheapest, 8 pounds across the month at roughly $1.20 a pound. Call it $10, and that's the protein engine of the entire system. One 40-ounce jar of peanut butter, $4.18. Then the flavor and the fiber from a can. 8 cans of diced tomatoes at about 96 cents each, under $8, and they turn beans and rice into chili, into pasta sauce, into soup. Round out the pantry with the invisible basics. A jug of cooking oil, a bag of flour, salt, and a few dollars of the spices that make repetition survivable: garlic powder, cumin, chili powder, black pepper. Call that $10 spread across a couple of months. Add it up, and your entire pantry for the month lands around $55 to $60. That's the foundation, the part you buy on the first trip and barely touch again. Everything else is fresh, it's weekly, and it's where the meals come alive. Here's a number to hang on to. The pantry is about a third of your spend and easily 60% of your calories. Now the fresh list. The master list, part 2. The fresh list, and this is the weekly trip. First, eggs. One 18-count carton a week, about $2.17. That's your fast protein for breakfasts and quick dinners. The meat. A 10-pound bag of chicken leg quarters runs about $10 and lasts 2 weeks, so call it $5 a week, the cheapest real meat you can buy. Now the vegetables, chosen for one reason: the most food for the fewest dollars. A 5-pound bag of russet potatoes, about $3. A head of green cabbage, around $2, and it keeps for weeks in the fridge. A 3-pound bag of carrots and a bag of onions, about $3 together. Those two are the base of every soup and every skillet. 3 bags of frozen mixed vegetables at 98 cents each, just under $3, because frozen is picked ripe, never spoils, and costs less than fresh out of season. And fruit. 3 pounds of bananas at about 50 cents a pound, $1.50, the cheapest fruit on earth and the easiest snack. Add a gallon of milk at around $3 if you drink it. Total the fresh list, and you're right around $22 to $23 a week, $90 a month. Put the two halves together, $60 in pantry, $90 in fresh, and you're at $150. The gap up to $200 is your cushion. A little cheese, some in-season fruit, a treat. Now let me prove this list actually feeds 2 people 21 meals a week. A full week of meals, so you can see the list isn't theory. It's 21 meals, times 2 people, 42 plates, all from what we just bought. Breakfast is the easy one, and it barely changes. Oatmeal most mornings, cooked with a spoon of peanut butter and a sliced banana stirred in. Filling, warm, and about 40 cents a bowl. 2 or 3 mornings, swapping eggs, scrambled with a little onion. That's every breakfast for the week, 2 people, for a couple of dollars total. Lunch is built on the dinner before it. You cook once, you eat twice. That's the rule that makes this work. Last night's beans and rice becomes today's burrito bowl. Last night's chicken and potatoes becomes a chicken and cabbage skillet. Peanut butter on bread is the backstop lunch when the leftovers run out. Dinner is the rotation from Rule 2. Monday, beans and rice with tomatoes, cumin, and a little cabbage, a full pot for under $2. Tuesday, roasted leg quarters with potatoes and carrots. Wednesday, pasta with a tomato and onion sauce and a fried egg on top. Thursday, chicken and cabbage stir fry over rice. Friday, bean and potato soup from the same cans of tomatoes. Weekend, you repeat your 2 favorites. Every one of those dinners feeds 2. Most of them cost under $3 for the pot, and every single one leaves lunch for tomorrow. That is the whole engine. Cook once, eat twice, rotate 4 proteins, and let the pantry carry the calories. It works, but it does not work for everyone, and I'm not going to pretend it does. Here's where it breaks. Here's where this system breaks, honestly, so you can decide if it's for you. First, dietary needs. If you're diabetic, this much rice and pasta is a problem. You'd shift that starch money toward eggs, chicken, and low-carb vegetables, and the price climbs. If you have a gluten issue, the pasta and the cheap bread are out. Kidney or blood pressure diets change the canned goods math because of the sodium. This is a healthy plan for a healthy couple. It is not medical advice, and your doctor's list wins over mine. Second, region. Every price here is a July 2026 middle estimate. In the rural South, you may beat these numbers. In the Northeast, in California, in Hawaii, add 15, maybe 25%, and your 200 becomes 240. Where you live is the single biggest thing I can't control. Third, and this is the big one, variety. $200 a month is the floor. It is beans and rice and chicken on repeat, and by week 3 you will be tired of it. So here is the honest upgrade, the version I'd actually recommend for most couples. The $300 tier. That extra $100 a month buys real relief. A rotisserie chicken some weeks instead of raw leg quarters, cheese, coffee, a second fruit, fish once a week, a cut of beef now and then, and the spices and sauces that make the same base taste like 5 different cuisines. $300 for 2 is still well under the USDA's $500 thrifty budget, and it's the number where this stops feeling like a sentence and starts feeling like a system you can live on. 200 is the proof it's possible. 300 is the version you keep. So here's the whole system on one page. The 3 rules. Shop by unit price. Rotate 4 cheap proteins, 1 store and 1 trip. The pantry, about $60 a month. Rice, oats, pasta, dried beans, peanut butter, canned tomatoes, oil and spices. The fresh list, about $90 a month. Eggs, chicken leg quarters, potatoes, cabbage, carrots, onions, frozen vegetables, bananas, milk. That's $150 in hard cost, $200 with a comfortable cushion, and every dollar of it verified at Walmart and Aldi this month. The meals run on one habit, cook once, eat twice, and the proteins rotate so you never eat the exact same plate 2 days running. It is not fancy, but it is complete. It hits your protein and fiber every day, and it comes in at 2/5 of what the government says a couple your age needs to spend. Print the list, take it on one trip, and give it 2 weeks. Then decide whether you stay at 200 or step up to 3. Either way, the list is yours. That's the system, and that's also the end of this whole series. Over the last few weeks, we've done the real senior discounts, the 20 groceries to buy every week, the Costco rules, the Walmart swaps, the shrinkflation audit. All of it checked, all of it real, none of it made up. If any single video in that run saved you money, do 2 things for me. Subscribe so the next season lands in your feed. And tell me in the comments, what does your 2-person grocery week actually cost? And which store do you swear by? Did I miss a staple that belongs on this list? Drop it below. I read them, and the best ones go in the next version. From all of us at Smart Shopping, shop the list, skip the wandering, and keep the difference. We'll see you next season.